I'm going to show you how to do an arm curl on the machine here. So we want to adjust first to make sure that we have the perfect measurements. So everyone is built differently, so we'll definitely have to adjust. So wherever there's something yellow, a little handle, that's where you have to adjust. So it's right down here, so you're going to pull up, and then depending on the length of your torso, you're going to adjust that to the length that you need. And once you adjust, make sure you hear it click, because if you don't, you'll find out eventually. So to make sure it's the right height, we want to keep it right where the ribs are, like right up here. This is probably a little on the higher side for me, just a little bit. So I'm going to get a little bit lower, getting that click, test it out a little bit. Boom, this is perfect. So I'm not lifted up too much. This part of my tricep right here is flat on the cushion, which is good. So now to make sure where our elbows are going to be at, we want to look for the red little circle here. That's that notch. That's where we're going to see where our joints should be, the hinging part of our body. So this is the hinge part, the elbow. So that's in a good spot. We're making sure our elbow's right in line with our shoulder. We're not here or out here. So once we got that, perfect. This is a good distance. And this lifts up so that you can adjust and get ready. But before we get ready for that curl, we want to make sure we have a good weight. We want to start off at a lighter weight first and slowly work our way up into it. So just for the sake of just knowing, the weights go down 10 pounds each notch. And the heavier it is, the lower it goes. Now I'm going to start off, I'll start off at 30 right now. Now if I want to go a bit lower, like heavier, but I don't want to go a full 10 pounds, I'm just going to slide these guys over. And that is just a little bit of weight, just a little bit to make it a little more challenging, but not too much. Now that we have our weight, we have our feet here. You can have your feet up here. I like to have my feet down below, but you can also push into it as well. If you're a little bit shorter, you can put your feet up like that. I'll go down. Now, we are all ready to go. Now, as for women, a lot of the times we have weak wrists. I torn cartilage and did all this crazy stuff with this wrist, so it can give out in this position because it's not as giving. So I have to move around the machine instead of the weight, the dumbbell moving around me. So by doing that, I'm getting a good grip into that, or gripping onto that handle, and I'm going to do two curls. One curl here and one curl here for the bicep curl. So we're locking our wrists in and curling just a little bit. That's going to secure our wrists and allow us to have better grip, just like that, and slowly drop. Because if I don't curl my wrists, they're gonna be neutral, and then the more tired I get, they're gonna break this way. This happens a lot in a lot of exercises, and we don't want this to happen because then our wrists are gonna get hurt, and we're working the wrong thing. So squeezing nice and tight, curling in, then we're gonna go ahead and exhale as we come up, hold for a second, then we slowly drop down, feeling those muscles extend. It's really tempting to just let it drop. We want to make sure we challenge it, and we're exhaling at the hardest part. Good. Inhale and exhale. We're lengthening that bicep. All right, and again, curling that wrist in, and the more we squeeze our hands into the handle, that's actually going to work our forearm muscles too. So it's not just here, so it's the full arm that's working, just right up here. And that's how you do an arm curl on the machine.